Y'all thought I died. Well, guess what? Y'all's are right. So there's this game that came out a week ago. Wait, hold up. 2 weeks ago that I had a lot of fun with and decided to make a quick video about it. You play a movable hole in the ground, going around eating things up and getting bigger. Wait a second. That's footage of Hole.io, or as I like to call it, Holio. You may have seen ads of it popping up for a couple months or something. The game I'm talking about is called Donut County, and make no mistake, it was in production by mostly a single guy, Ben Esposito, inspired by a fake Peter Molyneux tweet, long before that Unity asset flip. It ain't no multiplayer continuous consumption thing in the vein of Agar.io, or Agario as I like to call it. Freaking remember when that thing blew up? Anyways, this here is a physics-based, level-progressing puzzle game with a whole lot of charm. I kinda wanna bite my tongue when I call it a puzzle game. It feels more like a what do the devs expect me to do next kind of game, like those old point-and-click adventures, but definitely not as cryptic or on that explorative scale. I mean, I'm just saying, there's only so much you can do with the core mechanic of stuff falling down a hole, but this game is really creative and does about everything you can do with the whole concept, like having something shoot out every once in a while, catch on fire, or getting full of water or something. Each level has like a unique gimmick or logic puzzle, and plus, those levels have a great sense of pacing, feeling like there's phases for everything you gotta do, with a level expanding as you expand, giving you a new twist on an existing stage gimmick. I like how the last series of levels combines like all the things you have learned throughout the game and even expects you to use them in conjunction. This whole game is definitely reminiscent of Katamari Damacy, if you ever heard of that. But it's not like a frantic mad dash to collect everything, but it's more like a meticulous attack on a property of the victim, starting with the small stuff and seeing what you can get next. And yeah, it's pretty hard to explain, but I'm pretty sure you can tell how it's like just by watching. Speaking of pacing, you can really get a feel for it with the progressive layering music. Really fits with the game's looks and everything, and well, yes, the star of the show here is definitely the art style. I mean, look at it. It's hard to explain. It's like a vaporwave aesthetic, but like less static and more candy colors and single to two-tone low polyishness. It's really nice. Surprisingly, this puzzle game has a really good story. It's about a girl named Mina and a mischievous raccoon named BK, and how they're friends, but how BK's childishness puts the whole town in the dirt, mostly being told in past perspective by your victims sitting around a campfire as some ridiculous conspiracy unfolds. Besides being very charming and quite humorous, I like how the gameplay is implemented into the narrative. I admittedly don't play many, but I'm pretty sure most pure puzzle game stories have like the puzzle solving as an abstraction of what your character's supposed to be doing. Sort of like Professor Layton, I think. But nah, here there are really holes going around eating up things. People are just standing there watching it happen. The freaking dog animations. The final act of the story is actually really well done, explaining everything you need to know and wrapping up character arcs and having a great final series of levels. So yeah, I think this game has a lot of things going for it, but well, now that I've gushed about it, now it's time to lay on some complaints. I hate how this game has you using a cursor most of the time, even though I'm playing on a console, and, well, more severely, this game does not take long to beat. It took me around 2 to 3 hours to finish the story, and maybe like 30 more minutes to completely do everything else, achievements included. Thanks Donut County for my first platinum trophy. Like, I understand why the main game is short, like, I know it's made by one guy and all, but geez, it really needs something for replay value, because besides the achievements, there is literally no reason to go back and play through the game. Maybe it could have used some systems like challenges, a hard mode, time attack for like each stage, like something to get you to play through the game like 2 to 3 more times. Like even maybe a handful of low effort cobbled together bonus stages that are very straightforward and just made from pre-existing assets, but But you get my point, it just needs something else here instead of just the main story. Maybe I would have excused this lack of content more if it wasn't 13 bucks. Heck, I got it for 10 bucks by pre-ordering it with PS Plus, and I still think I paid too much for it. It's on iOS for $6, but you should research if that's the full game. And you can probably get it on Steam sale sooner or later, but I get it. It's a passion project, has a lot of polish and presentation in it. But I'm kind of seeing it as ordering food at a fancy restaurant. Sure, you go in, it's all pretty and nice all around, and then you order some of their freaking expensive food, and it comes out and it's just a morsel. Like, an extremely delicious morsel, but a morsel nonetheless. And so you grab the waiter by the throat and go, "What the heck? Where's the rest of the food? You telling me that's all I get?" And then he answers with something like, "Sir, you're not just paying for the food, you're paying for the atmosphere." Well, I'm sorry, I'm a substance over style kind of guy. I'm the kind of guy who would yell in his face, "Give me more bang for my buck!" as I throw him across the venue and then gunning it before the police arrive, causing me to live in hiding for over a year before daring to make another YouTube video. But hey, that's just me, and I'm just telling it how it is. If you're interested and think it's worth it and or want to support the creator, go right ahead, it's a great game. Ben Despacito did a good job, and I applaud. Just don't be surprised when the experience is over sooner than you anticipated. I'm TreyGamr58, and I have returned. Let's see how long that lasts. Spyro Reignited Hype. Subscribe so I can see y'all next time, or never see y'all again. Oh, and remember this game's philosophical moral. A donut without a hole is called a nut. I want you to remember that until the grave. See you next time. Maybe.